Today we're going to be working on a 2007 Dodge Ram 1500 pickup. I got this truck like a couple of weeks ago, got a real good deal on it. Has 167,000 miles, but it had a new engine transmission put in about 10,000 miles on it. So very happy with the truck. I had another truck, but I wanted something with four-wheel drive, and this was the best price, which I couldn't beat and turn down. So yeah, very happy with the truck. It's been solid. One of the things I hate about this truck is this cushion over here. This cushion is squashed out. When you sit on it, you're like lopsided, leaning to the left side over here, and it really makes it uncomfortable, especially if you're doing a little bit of a long trip and don't enjoy that. So what I did was I actually got the cushion, which I'll show you a little bit later. I got a cushion for this. The replacement's about $40 on the Amazon, and we're gonna pop out this cushion and we're gonna change this cushion, and hopefully that will give me better gas mileage, or at least it would help me be a little more comfortable on a long trip. So I have seen that you can actually replace this without taking the whole seat apart, but as you can see, this truck is kind of gross, and I don't know if that comes in the camera, kind of gross and nasty and hair from I don't know where. So I'm actually gonna take these front seats out. I'm actually gonna take a cleaner and clean them, scrub them out, and kind of get rid of this unique smell that this truck does have. So to take out the seat, I'm not going to go through the whole long process, but just kind of the highlights. These bolts right down here, they're 15 millimeters. There's two in the front, two in the back. I'll pop those off with an impact. But even when you get those things off, you still have to get this centerpiece off. This centerpiece comes off real easy. There's actually a lid over here that closes, and that's where the seat is for the middle seat over here. It has two 8mm bolts right over here. If you pop these up, two on this side, two on this side, they come right up. Just toss it in the back, and then it has this little black plastic tray cover, which has Phillips head screwdrivers. There's one over here, two at the end over here, two over here, and then two right up here. Pop that up, and that actually gives you access to the to this right over here. So you don't have to take this off. I actually figured that out after the fact. But right underneath over here, I don't know if you see where my finger is, there's actually 13mm nuts over here. And once you take these off, you can take this seat off independently. And then after you take this seat off, it'll be a lot easier to take off each seat and slide it out the vehicle. I have seen people try to slide everything out, but I don't want to create no damage or create no issues. And I don't want to mess up my truck. So I'm gonna take these bolts off, take off the center seat, take off these two seats, and then we'll bring this into the garage, and we'll strip this thing down. We'll go over how to change out the seat cushion, and then hopefully it should be a lot more comfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out these seats, and we'll go to the garage. All right, so seat is apart, and this is the cushion. This thing looks pretty bad. As you can see, I mean, it's all chewed up and definitely no support, and it definitely does not feel good while driving. So taking this apart was actually really easy. I mean, you got a bunch of screws over here, one up in the front, one in the back, and two over here. The lever comes off. Take off the controls for the power seats, and the same thing. So these two panels come off on the side. Once they come off, this cushion over here, which is also not in the best condition, but you know what, it works. All you gotta do is take these things and just go up from underneath. There's like a little lip on here, and you just pop it out, and this will pop out fine. You should have no issue with that. So yeah, this is very easy to take off. You can do this in the truck without taking the seats out, but I really needed to clean out my seats. I needed to really clean out the carpet because of the dog hair and the smell, and it looks a lot better. But even then you can see, yeah, it's still pretty gross over here. So we have to go in and clean this thing up real quick. So yeah, so before I get to that, so I got another cushion from Amazon, and well, it looks a little different. And the issue is I've had this for a while sitting, and I'm pretty sure I can't take it back because, well, yeah, that's my fault. That's not Amazon's fault. I should have checked that, should have done this sooner, but I'm going to try to see if I can make it work. It looks for the most part that'll fit. It seems a little bit wider. So yeah, it seems a little bit wider, but I think I might be able to make it fit. It looks like I might have to do some trimming over here, which I might try to trim that up there and see if that fits. Yeah, I think right there fits, right there fits. if I can match it up. Yeah, if I could trim some of this off over here, I think we should be fine and this thing should work. So I'm gonna try trimming it, see if I can make it work. I do like this, the way this seat is, because it is wider and this foam feels really good on it. So I'm gonna try to see if we make it work, cut it out, and then see what we can do. I mean, for the most part, I mean, as you can see, yeah, there's just no support on this whatsoever. So let me play around with this. I'll come back if I'm able to figure this out. Worst case scenario, which is something I'm actually considering if I can't seem to figure this out, that passenger seat pretty much has the same cushion and that seat looks pretty good. So I might take the cushion off of that and put it on here if I can't figure this out. But I'm going to try this first, considering I'm pretty sure I can't get my money back because, yeah, this is, I've had it for too long, so I can't say that it didn't fit and I checked it like a month later. So yeah, that's my fault. Rule of thumb, when you buy something, you might want to check it right away, especially when you buy it online. But anyways, so I'm gonna play with this. We'll come back and I'll show you what I got. All right, so it's the next day, and the seat cushion that I had gotten yesterday did not work. Well, I didn't get it yesterday. I got it a couple of weeks ago. It did not work. It was way too big. It didn't fit in properly. The the cover for it just was not covering it properly, so we could not use that at all, and that was kind of aggravating. But luckily, I checked on Amazon, and I was literally one day away from losing the $60 I paid for that, or $40, wherever it was. So luckily, I decided to do this and get this thing checked, and so we're good. I'll get my money back for it. So I need a seat cushion because I need to be able to drive my truck, and I don't feel like investing in newer versions of these seats. The proper seat cushion actually cost about $120, $150 for a seat cushion, but I do want to upgrade to the 2012 or 2010 and newer Dodge Ram seats. It's a direct bolt-on, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. But until then, I need to drive my truck, and the seat cushion I have is trash. So passenger seat. Yeah, that's right, passenger seat. The passenger seat typically doesn't get used a lot in the vehicle, so it's not going to have the same wear and tear. So I decided to tear that seat apart, and taking a look at it, which is right over here, this thing is pretty good. And popping it on over here, it fits perfect. I mean, no modifications, no nothing. It's the same thing. Now, this is the old one for the driver's seat right over here. And as you can see, I mean, they're exactly the same. I mean, same contour, same everything. I don't quite understand why they have different part numbers, but yeah, I mean, everything is exactly the same, except this seat is just worn out like crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the passenger seat for now, cushion, and put it on the driver's. And then this one over here, I'm actually going to go to a junkyard, a pick and pull, and get another passenger seat for my passenger seat. And then I should be good, and I should be able to hold on to these seats for a little bit until I get another, until I get an opportunity to get the upgraded seats for this. So I'm going to go ahead, pop this on, get this driver's seat put together, and then we're going to head to the pick and pull. I might record it, might not, depending on how it is. It is kind of gloomy outside and raining. And we'll see what we can find over there. So that was pretty easy, and that wasn't too bad after all. So the passenger seat cushion and the fabric is on here, and honestly, it looks way better. Definitely a lot more support. I sat on it. I don't feel like I'm falling off or on the edge of my vehicle. This one on very smooth. Putting this fabric on is very easy. Sliding in, I mean, this is probably the easiest, one of the easiest vehicles that I've ever had to mess around with the seat cushions for. And this feels way better. Looks better compared to that nastiness, which had nothing left. Honestly, a shame, but hey, it is what it is. So that's a lot better. And even this one over here, hopefully when I go to the salvage yard, I could find one that's in better condition. I mean, if not, this is going to go in the passenger seat. It's not the end of the world. This side actually gets hidden a little bit by the third row, so you won't see it. And then on the other side, the only thing you'll see is this right over here. So not too bad. These pieces over here, they actually snap into the metal frame over here, so you just got to slide them in. They go on really easy, and that's pretty straightforward on that one. The Velcro is pretty strong, works great, and actually smooths out the seat a lot better. And then to kind of hold the foam in place, you have these little this Velcro strap that goes across it that puts tension on it. Not too bad at all. So yeah, definitely a lot better. And as far as my passenger seat, I'm gonna head to the junkyard, see if I could just get a cushion out of this. If I get a cushion, then we'll be able to get the passenger seat as comfortable for it. So this video initially was supposed to be replacing the cushion with an Amazon piece, but apparently I guess there's two different versions, and the version that I got said it fit for my truck, but I wasn't even gonna try to modify it. It would have just came out very ghetto, to say the least. So we were going to do that. So if anything, this video probably just ended up becoming the cheapest, easiest way to fix your driver's seat, because technically you could put that old cushion on the passenger seat and it will work. I mean, depending if you travel by yourself, it's not too big deal, but if you travel with a family, your passenger might get a little uncomfortable. So I'm actually going to go ahead and replace that for that. But overall, I mean, just swapping this out, real easy. You can do this in the truck and it just takes a few minutes. I mean, a couple of screws over here on the side, this all pops off. Pop it in, and then what I do is I went ahead and just threw this in the wash on a delicate wash, cold, and I let it air dry, and it smells and it looks a lot better. The seat over here, I went ahead and did a using the rug cleaner that I got, the upholstery aspect of it. It cleaned it, got rid of most of the stains. I still got some dark spots over here, but I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, these seats hopefully should be replaced in the future with some better upgraded seats from the newer Dodge Ram, and that'll make this thing look a lot better. So very happy with it, and I think this is where I'm going to end this video at, because it went from being a complete repair brand new to actually cheap and swapping over. So you can actually fix your Dodge Ram seats very cheap, actually for free, temporarily, and then your driver's seat is going to be much more better, much more comfortable. Just got to work on that passenger seat. I'll go to the junkyard, I'll get another one, and that'll work just as great. So thanks for watching. And if you like this video, just comment down below, let me know what you think, and we'll see what we do next.